So let me show you some examples for the local scope and global scope indentation. I'm going to solve some examples for both the local scope and global scope indentations. Example number 4. If I have x equals to 8, y equals to 8, if x equals to y, take the print of x equals to y, which returns x equals to y. Look, this comes out of the global scope indentation. This is my local scope indentation. Look, line 1, line 2, and line 3, these are the outermost lines. So it is the outermost indentation. There is no other line which starts before these 3 lines. So they are right below each other. When you look them in the drop down, they are in a line. So they are right below each other, which means that their starting point are same. They start from the same points. Therefore, these 3 lines come under the global scope indentation. But when you look to this line of code, it comes under the local scope indentation. This is the inner indentation. Inner indentation considers the local scope indentation. We have colons here. When you press enter button, your line will start from here, not from here. When you press enter button, your blinking start from here, which means that your next line of code has to be started from this point, right from this point, not from here. So it comes under the local scope indentation. This is the inner indentation. This is the outermost indentation. This is the global scope indentation. This is the local scope indentation. Example number 5. X equals to 10, y equals to 15, z equals to 7. If x equals to y, print x equals to y. If x is greater than y, print of x is greater than y. Else, print of x is less than y. It returns x is less than y. Now look at here. This is my global scope indentation. This is my local scope indentation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these 6 lines are right below each other. Their starting point is the same. They start from the same point. There is no other line which starts before these 6 lines. Therefore, this is the outermost indentation. The outermost indentation comes under the global scope indentation. So these 6 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, come under the global scope indentation. But what about these 3 lines? This one, and here the third one, they come under the inner indentation. Inner indentation. So the inner indentation comes under the local scope indentation. Outer indentation is the global scope indentation. Inner indentation is the local scope indentation. So these 3 lines, this one, and this one, come under the local scope indentation. Because remember, if you put colons and then press the enter button, your next line will start from here, not from here. Similarly, after the colons, your line will start from here. After the colons, your line will start from here. So these 3 lines are right below each other. When you look in the drop down, they show a single line, a single vertical line, which means that their starting point is same. They start from the same point. As I told you, indentation means proper tabbing to the line of codes, which means that where the line has to be started, what is the starting point of the lines of code. So these 3 lines start from a single point, from here, and from here. So they come under the local scope indentation because it is inner indentation.